was your title holders back with the second to last Royal Rumble review in 2016. Jeez, I wonder who won. January 24th at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Oh, before I get to the event itself, you know why the Amway Center is infamous now? Because 2 years ago, when we... Yes, this was the exact same arena the original Thunderdome was in. Think of that for a moment. This arena, the Amway Center, was the first of the 3 Thunderdomes. I don't want to remind him of that, but that's a reminder because 4 years later, when the pandemic started, they had to, until when SummerSlam hit, they went to the Amway Center for this show because of the Thunderdome. Does anybody remember SummerSlam 2020 besides Roman Reigns coming back? I don't remember. It was during the Thunderdome period. It was like forgotten about by now. Because I forgot what happened during the Thunderdomes. But yeah, this was a Rumble I was not looking forward to going back to watch. Mainly because the Rumble match. But anyways. But the overall show was actually decent. It was way better than the previous Rumble, but besides one non-Rumble match, and the last one will be 2018, and that's it. Yeah, 2016 was actually a better year for wrestling because someone made his debut on this show. A brand split coming back, and Goldberg coming back, and destroying Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. But there were a lot of good stuff in 2016. There were bad, like the continuation of the Authority storyline, which ended at WrestleMania 32, which I'll get to that when I get to the WrestleMania reviews. The whole Charlotte Sasha hot potato thing, that was stupid. And Brock Lesnar reigning main event SummerSlam. But yeah, it was like the only 3 things that were bad about 2016. I mean, there were a lot good. Let's be honest. The Miz got my attention finally. I'll get to his name when I get to the Rumble match. Like I said, Goldberg coming back. I mean, say what you will, it was cool to see Goldberg coming back. I mean, you know me, I'm a big time Goldberg fan since when he was a dominant beast in WCW. Ha. Let's just talk about the Rumble itself. And yeah. The first match is a last man standing match for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I'm just going to refer to his WWE name because that's a rule in my reviews. Except for Mike Brown and the Sandman when they were different names, and Mang because they were different names, but I'm just going to refer to it as anyways, Dean Ambrose defeats Kevin Owens. This was actually a really good last man standing match. Well, it was way better than Kevin Owens' last man standing match with Roman Reigns 5 years later. Yeah, remember? Yeah, that was my number 10 of my worst matches of last year. I'm sorry, that last man standing match between Reigns and Owens sucked. Honestly, they should have just done that the opener and have McIntyre and Goldberg be the semi-main event before the men's Rumble, but whatever. Ambrose's first one with the Intercontinental Championship was his best one because his second one was on the pre-show WrestleMania 33. You know how much I hate that WrestleMania. And his third one was when he was out. When he dropped it to Bobby Lashley. For whatever. This was actually the best match of the Rumble. And these two will be in the Rumble match itself, which they should not be. Well, Ambrose, I can understand. Maybe. But Owens, maybe also, whatever. I give it an 8 out of 10. And then we have another good match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The New Day defeats the Usos. This was before the Usos turned heel in the second when the brand split came back. And I gotta say, they don't turn heel for the first time No, they were heels when they first came. I don't remember when they turned heel and changed their characters. That saved them. And yeah, these two never had a bad tag team championship match. I think their weakest one was the Fastlane 2018 match. You know, that match wasn't that bad if it ended in a no contest or disqualification, one of the two. Yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. This was a good match again. Not this match though. For the United States Championship, jeez. If you thought the World Heavyweight Championship from 2012 to 2013 was bad, the U.S. title, I think, went downhill since 2014. I mean, well, what Cena helped it a little bit with the U.S. Open Challenge thing, but the U.S. title was worse, in a worse shape than the Intercontinental title at this point. Kalisto defeats... Fuck! Alberto Del Rio. Fuck! Fuck Alberto Del Rio. This match sucked. It was the worst match of the night. 3. That was bad. That was the worst match of the card. And then we have for the Divas Championship. Then like WrestleMania 32, that belt died. Finally. And with these two again, Charlotte defeats Becky Lynch. Again, like in my Survivor Series review, like 2 months back, there are two worse matches where either Hell in a Cell 2018, which was 2 years after this, and Money in the Bank, which I don't know which one was worse, so yeah. But this was their forgotten one. There's a spot, Jesus Christ, why would Ric Flair would do this? She literally kissed Becky Lynch for distraction reasons. Okay, yeah. Why couldn't the referee call for the disqualification for that? But anyways, this was an okay match. I give it a 6. And this set up the WrestleMania 32 match between the two I mentioned here and Sasha for the new women's championship, which was not going to be, but I'll save that for WrestleMania 32. And then the one thing I was not looking forward to, it's the Royal Rumble match. Yeah, the Royal Rumble match has always been my favorite match ever. For the WWE Championship. So this was the second time the WWE Championship was being on the line in this match. Well, technically the first time was defended. The second one was, the first time it was vacated because Ric Flair, because of the whole This Tuesday in Texas Survivor Series 91 fiasco. And this is the first time someone was defended in the Royal Rumble match. And Roman Reigns has to defend at number 1. Keep in mind, number 1 at the WWE Championship. But anyways, number 1 was, what else? Roman Reigns. Because they're doing this whole, they're trying to reenact the Austin McMahon thing. Which, I'm sorry, that should not, they always have to copy the same storylines they've done in the past, which it did not work. And number 2 was the man he eliminated to win the 2015 Rumble match, Rusev. Okay. It was like when in 2008, spoiler alert for my Royal Rumble 2008 review. Then in 2007, Undertaker last eliminated Shawn to win the 2007 Rumble match. The following year, the Taker and Shawn begun the Rumble. Weird. I'm not going through that, but anyways, Rusev was already been eliminated, so yeah, he was the last man eliminated in last year's Rumble. This year, he was the first. Anyways, number 3 came out. This was actually like the best thing about this Rumble match. Well, besides another thing, number 3 was AJ Styles, who the fans were, yeah, the fans popped for this, and I wish he would have went even longer than that. And here's another thing. If you're going to have him make his debut, why couldn't you have him be the number 2 entrant and then have Rusev be number 3? Just do that. And yeah, I wish AJ would have went longer. And have him be in the final 2 with I almost said his name there, but anyways, so yeah. This was when Braun Strowman finally was in the Braun Strowman was in this match, and he eliminated both Kane and Big Show, which was actually really good, actually cool. That this is when Braun Strowman was being. I think this was when Braun Strowman finally got my eyes attended to him. He was in his even though he was in the Y family, but yeah. And they reenact the 99 Rumble match, but the only difference is they were not in the women's bathroom. McMahon hired Big Show, Sheamus, Rusev, who was already eliminated, and Del Rio to be a Roman Reigns and have him be escorted to be out of that. Yeah, kind of similar to when Austin was hanging out in the women's bathroom. But anyways, he came back out at number 29, but Brock Lesnar came out and eliminated 3 out of the 4 Wyatts, but then Bray Wyatt came out and his 3 pals, Rowan, Harper, and Strowman eliminated. That was supposed to be the match at WrestleMania 32, but that match did not happen because Bray Wyatt at the time got hurt. And they were supposed to do Jericho and Ambrose at WrestleMania 32, but that did not happen. That happened until after WrestleMania 32. Instead, they had to do Jericho and Styles feuding. Instead, to WrestleMania was to Jericho's best year. Even though he didn't need to be a world champion, he was around that line in 2016, from the beginning of the Rumble to the end. Yeah, part-time doesn't mean shit for Jericho. And then number 30, who could have protected this? Triple H. Who the hell could have protected that Triple H would be at number 30? Because Roman was in the match. And this, of course, led to the WrestleMania 32 main event. And I think this Roman match really tanked when Triple H came at number 30. Again, you're going to have the final... Anyways, the final 4 was Sheamus, Roman Reigns, Deanie Ambrose, and Triple H. If you want to make this better, if the final 4 would have been those 3, Ambrose, Reigns, and Triple H, and have AJ Styles be the last 4th man, and then you can have Ambrose get eliminated by Styles, and then do Triple H, and then have a distraction by Sheamus or whatever, and then Triple H dunked him over the top rope, and then do AJ and Roman Reigns, or AJ Styles and Triple H be the last 2. That would have been a good final 2, a dream matchup. But no, the final 2 was Triple H and Dean Ambrose. And I fucking knew that it was going to be Triple H winning this. I mean, let's be honest. Triple H wins the Royal Rumble match for the 2nd time, and he's a 14-time WWE champion. There was one funny spot in the match, I forgot. R-Truth came out, he grabbed a ladder, and he fought this with a ladder match. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that was pretty funny. But the fact that Triple H won was so obvious. I give this a 6 out of 10. It was actually better than the 2015 Rumble. It was damn better than the 2017 Rumble. But who could have predicted Triple H coming in at number 30 and winning the WWE Championship? Let the Roman Reigns Triple H main event at WrestleMania 32. Which I look at that main event at WrestleMania 32 a better light than anybody else thought. But yeah, this Royal match was decent. It was actually better than I thought it was going to be. Especially with the whole Rumble match, which I was not looking forward to, but it was better than it has been. It set up WrestleMania 32 with Roman Reigns and Triple H, but at the same time, a Originally, John Cena was supposed to be in the Royal Rumble match, but unfortunately, he was injured too. So, and then they continue this whole storyline with Triple H and Roman Reigns, and they did that whole triple threat match at Fastlane with Brock Lesnar, Deanie, Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. Gee, who's gonna fucking win that triple threat match? Yes, Roman Reigns. Also, I can't. This Roman match was actually good. I was gonna give this a 7 out of 10, but the whole Triple H Roman Reigns, or the whole thing, you know what? I give it a 7 out of 10. It was a good Royal Rumble event, but who the fuck could have predicted Triple H versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 32? Anyway, last Royal Rumble up is 2018. Good Royal Rumble that time. Bye.